Piffers Boxing, Eddie Hearn, we in the house. What can I say? This Friday night, you got your boy Demetrius Andrade fighting Arthur Calvo. What do you know about Arthur?
I know about quite a bit about him because obviously I saw the Billy Joe Saunders fight. I saw a guy who didn't have much confidence, but came to fight, pressed the action, non-stop every round. I think he's improved a lot. I think he's taken a lot of confidence from that fight. I don't think Saunders was at his best, but it was a very, very close fight. So I expect a good fight. And I think Demetrius is under pressure because everyone's talking about, you know, Jacobs, Canelo, Golovkin. He's got to get past this guy first. So I'm hoping he looks good. I'm hoping he looks good and gets a strong win.
What happened with the situation where you guys wanted Maciej Solecki to fight Demetrius already?
Yeah.
Did that not work out?
It just didn't work out. We tried to make a deal. It was expensive. Solecki's a good fighter, very good fighter, and I think he's coming on Friday. I think you know, that's a great fight for Demetrius after this fight if he can't get a unification fight, and I think Solecki's going to get a big shot.
Another fight that might have been, could have been on this card was Big Baby Miller and George the fight card. What went down with that one?
Not really. I mean, it was like he wanted to run out, and we looked at a number of opponents, but the decision was made quite late, so we were left with not the greatest crop of fighters. But you know, Joey DeWeco's tough. I mean, they have got a draw, but I think the decision was made really that if he's going to fight Jarrell, it would have been quite scrappy. And what's the point in maybe like labouring to a points win against Joey when you're looking for a Joshua fight or a Dillian White fight or those kind of things? So he's going to stay in camp, and it looks like we'll get him out end of February.
Get him out in February. Who would you want him in the ring with?
I think there's still a strong chance that he could be Joshua in May or June. So everything is hinged on those conversations. Obviously you've got the Wilder Fury stuff, the Dillian White fight. I don't know what's going to happen, but Big Baby's definitely in the mix. So we'll see what happens in the next 10 days.
Another big fighter, Usyk.
Yeah.
Is he going to go in the heavyweight division?
I think so. Aegis and Alex are here to meet me to talk about the next fight. He'll be back in May. It's whether he stays at cruiserweight and defends those titles. If he does, he has to fight Lebedev, which is a big fight for Ukraine against Russia. But I know that Usyk's got plans to move up to heavyweight. I think this is a guy you're going to enjoy watching go through the gears at heavyweight because, you know, he's really in a situation where he's quite fearless, you know. And when people are talking about like Ortiz and Povetkin as his first fight at heavyweight, I was like, fuck, really? So
you want to see that?
Yeah, of course I want to see it. It's just a bit risky. I think that's the #2 fight for me. But you know, like I said, they like to move fast. So he's an extraordinary talent, and yeah, I'm looking forward to him fighting at heavyweight.
You got a big card coming up in St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, massive in Philly. That'll be announced tomorrow, actually. So Tevin Farmer, of course, Katie Taylor on the card as well, Gabriel Rosado, some other Philly boys as well. I think Ofer Jones III will make his debut up there.
Gabby and Maciej Solecki on that card.
Yeah, that's something I'm looking at.
Be in Boston?
Yeah, no, Philly.
Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Major
a lot of Polish in Philly?
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah?
Major Polish population in Philadelphia.
There you go.
For real, man, with no BS. Another thing is, man, Dimitri Bivol, Joe Smith Jr., how you see that fight going down?
I think it's a great fight. I think it's the kind of fight that Bivol needs because, you know, he boxed Pascal and then he boxed Chilemba before. Difficult to look good against Chilemba. He's very tricky. You know, I've had Tony Bellew fighting before. It was a stinking fight, and you know, Chilemba's a talented, tricky guy, and I think Bivol needs someone that comes to fight. Joe Smith is exactly that guy. It's going to be fireworks, and that press conference is going to be on Friday before our show. So it's going to be about 4 o'clock at MSG. It's going to be a big card. Maurice Hooker will be on that card as well, so that'll be a big World Championship doubleheader, and I'm looking forward to it.
Beautiful. Couple last words for your fans worldwide.
Just keep supporting, not just me, but boxing in general. There's never a better time. You know, and you don't have to like everything. You don't have to like everything that I say or other promoters say, but you just have to talk about it. You can't walk down the street, particularly in the UK, not yet in America, without people talking about boxing. Who's Joshua fighting? Oh, is Fury going to fight him? What's going to, you know? Everyone's talking about boxing, so keep talking and keep supporting.
One last thing, you said something on an interview about Pacquiao and Broner.
Yeah.
How do you see that fight?
All I said was, someone said to me, "Do you like that fight?" And I was like, "It's not. It's a good fight, but it doesn't interest me as a pay-per-view."
Let that go.
Yeah.
Who cares about what
that?
No,
because.
But who do you see in that fight? How do you see that fight?
I thought you were just talking about comments.
Okay.
Pacquiao points wide, and I think like the Mikey Garcia fight, really, I think he just. I don't see Broner as a guy that's going to force the action. I think Pacquiao's going to be in and out, nicking rounds, and I see him winning, and then they'll announce the Floyd Mayweather fight for September in the ring Saturday night.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. Have a good one.
Hey, Eddie Hearn, let me ask you this question. What happened with the Big Baby fight?
So basically, we were talking about Big